Welcome back, guys. It is the Brothers Geek Out podcast. It is episode 223. How you been, G-Man? You all right?
What's happening, people? Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. As you can see, I'm in my bedroom today. The missus has claimed my normal spot because she's doing a course, an online course and stuff like that, which is cool. I don't know how she does it, man. It's 4 days of the trainer's in the US, so she's doing it all night in Singapore because we're literally 12 hours
Yeah.
behind or ahead, sorry. So she's doing
Yeah.
it all night. I know. Anyway,
Oh,
doing it from my
bless her, bless
bedroom.
her.
Other than that, all good. Just working, training, trying to organize things to buy for Dubai, the move to
Yeah.
Dubai. So, busy times, bro. But yeah, all good, man. All good. Just keep going. That's all it is.
It's all we can do, bro. It's all we can do. All we can do. All right. You know what? I am gonna hold on. Let me pull this up and start on this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got contacted by, I think it's a comic book shop that has recently done a comic book called Buttercup, and it's Earth has been destroyed. I'm going to just go through their synopsis, and I read it this week, and I've been trying to get it on the podcast since last week, but I didn't get the chance to read it. But I read it this week, so I'm just going to give you the series overview. Yeah, it's Earth has been destroyed. Humanity is no more. Relics of the destroyed world are what's left in the wake of humanity's extinction. These relics are held at high value, especially to those who worship and revered humanity. Buttercup of the Plague has been sent by her kind and retrieve the holy relics wherever they can be found. Her journey to find Earth's relics changes drastically when she discovers a hidden secret. And sorry, man, my reading is basic, but hopefully you guys get this. This hidden secret may not only redeem Buttercup's people for their failure to protect the humans, but also redeem Buttercup herself. So, brother, all I can say as an artist, the artwork is absolutely insane and beautiful to look at. It's 30 pages of a full-on journey that you follow Buttercup, this character who's so basically it's almost like insects that have and taken over the earth. And she goes on this journey to find these relics and to kind of redeem herself and to where this world is going to head to next. They're based in the States. It's a really good book. I've been reading much more because I haven't been watching much more TV. I've been on my phone. I've been just reading comic books. I've been reading loads more, which has helped me generally. But sorry if my reading was basic there, guys. But this is available to download now. So I'm going to put the link in my description box. Go check it out. For me, it was refreshing, the type of artwork that you see in it. It's not like most comic books where we're used to reading the superhero comic books, bro. This is really like, I don't know, man, really art, deco, arty comic book. It just looks, every page, every panel looks absolutely gorgeous. So really good read. I am looking forward to the next series. I want to read it. I want to find out more. It was a really good story that impacted me while I was reading it, and just the artwork was gorgeous to look at. So shout out to the guys that did Buttercup, and hopefully I get to read more because that was just issue 1. So I want to see more.
Cool. Awesome. It's great that they reached out to you.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Had a few people request things, and I'm sorry I haven't had the chance to get everything on there. And people are listening to the podcast, people are watching the podcast, which was going on to my next thing. Was massive thank you to everybody that's been on the YouTube. We hit the 200 subscribers mark, which is absolutely amazing. I didn't think we would hit it by the end of the year, but we did. We've had an influx of people watching the podcast, watching the BMAs talk as well. And then the shorts, YouTube Shorts has really worked with clips that we've put up, like of She-Hulk, and I've put up a couple of our reviews from TikTok on there as well, which really works. So moving on forward, as I said, we're going to just focus on the one going to be YouTube platform, and you guys will be able to listen to it on the streaming platforms as well. But yeah, no, massive thank you to you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. We've had a really great reaction to our channel recently, and yeah, it's to you guys, man. Everybody that's watching, everybody who's clicked subscribe, you guys are awesome. Excuse me.
I was first thing on my list. Yeah, 200. I can't believe we reached it. But it was so awesome that we reached it, and we have been getting a good influx of views and interaction and stuff. So that's been pretty awesome. So yeah,
No,
thanks
it's
everyone.
good. It's
We'll just
good.
keep doing our
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly that, man. It's always hard to, I suppose, when you're not the mainstream and you're pushing out your content, and numbers play a big value in that. So yes, it's amazing to see that. We've never been about the numbers. I mean, you go back to our podcast. I mean,
We
man,
started
go
from
back, man.
scratch a year ago.
Yeah,
We started
yeah,
from scratch like a year ago, right? I mean, we
yeah.
moved from your channel, the original channel, which, which you decided to move from because that was really, we were just doing a whole lot of shit on there, right? I mean, really. And then we came and, rebranded to the Brothers Geek Out and just kept it to what we like doing rather than trying to get views, right? Because the other
Mm,
one, we were doing all these certain reactions and, reactions to like movies, like Bollywood
mm,
movies, just to get a couple of thousand views. I mean, don't get
mm,
me wrong, I remember you getting like 50, 60,000 views, and then all these Indian people were dissing each other and shit. I remember those. But really, you're right. That wasn't us. That wasn't what we're trying to like think. Like, there's no point. So we rebranded. So we literally started from scratch, and now we're back at
mm.
200. And with this growth and just keep doing our thing, we'll get back to the 1,000, man. So let's just keep doing that. Let's just keep grinding, man. Let's just keep doing our thing.
No, yeah. I mean, the thing is, we're gonna do it for the love of it, I suppose, and yeah, we'll just continue going. So on a
Right.
note, before I what's the word? Where is it gone? Where is it gone? Let me not lose this out of my thought. So shout outs to Paramount Pictures for inviting us to Tad the Explorer. Such a big name. It's a mouthful, man. Hold up. Let me find it. Okay, here we go. Where's it gone, man? Hey, man. It scares me. I'm
Yeah.
just going to say Tad the Explorer. I think this is the third one in the movie range. Again, it's a kids' film. I went there Sunday morning and watched it. It was good fun, man. Good fun. I've always loved my animation. I'll always will. Like, each animation has its own unique style. This had that. You had the moments where it gives you laughs and it's a great adventure story. It will give you flashbacks from like Indiana Jones and all those adventure movies. So it was good fun. So again, Paramount Pictures UK really held a really great event, had loads of activities for kids. I wish Alara was older. I would have taken Idris, but because it was so last minute, I kind of just went out there and watched it. So yeah, so that was the other thing to mention as well. But yeah, good film. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Like if you wanted to take your kids to watch something adventurous, check that out.
Cool, man. Awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah, it was decent, bro. Like, I think because we've always been a fan of like animation. I don't think it'll ever, some people say it's not a genre of movie, but it is, man. The time and effort that goes into the different art styles and the way it's represented. I mean, we've jumped into CGI sorry, CGI and fully animated characters, and you get a better depth of what you're looking at. Some of the sceneries that they did in Egypt was just gorgeous, bro. And then you've got this really quirky art style that they've put together. The only thing that threw me off is like all the way they did their females, like it's over sexualized too much, and you're like, this is a kid show, and this woman, I don't even want to say anything because it could come against me, but it was just over. I personally felt like the female characters were just over sexualized in it, so that's my
Mm.
only take. But kids will never see it for that. As an adult, you'd be like, is that
Well, I
appropriate?
mean, I think I've seen like loads of animations, and it must have been like YouTube clip or something like that, where they highlight on some of these animations, and like the
Mm,
women got like big booties and chest out and whatnot. Like, but they're drawn in animated ways, but they do emphasize on the booties and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know. I mean, animations are always fun because the humor is always good. Like, you could do different kind of humor to animation. That's
mm.
what I've always loved about animations. They're easy to watch.
Yeah,
All animations are kind of easy to watch, and they're good, like good good. They're always like good feel good movies. You know what I mean? Like, they
they
always
always
have
have
that
a
sort of,
really good message to it, bro. That's one thing. I
yeah.
mean, this one had a message of believing in yourself, never doubting yourself, believing around the people that the people around you. Like, I think that's what's most important about even everyday culture is having the people around you that are gonna like push you forward in things you're gonna do. If I didn't have a supportive family, if I didn't have supportive friends in what I do, encouragement in the field that I'm in, I don't think I would be here. You know what I mean? Like doing the things that we love doing. I don't think so because they're not judging us. And if you've got people
Mm.
around you that are judging you and like after other things, it's like I shouldn't even say this, and hopefully nobody from my workplace watches this, but
Don't say it. Don't say it. Yeah, leave it. No, you're right. You should be in, like they always say, you should be in circles that push each other and happy for each other's success. There should be never no jealousy on anyone else's success. We should all be happy for each other's success and keep pushing each other to the thing. And again, no judgment between each other. You know what I mean? Like there
yeah,
shouldn't be no judgment. Whereas I think when we were growing up, especially around family culture and whatnot, that I wouldn't say it's judgment, but a lot of comparing. Ah, your brother done this, your cousin done this, da 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 da. You know, people would just think were growing up. Like I just remember certain cases where when we were growing up at that age or trying to get a job and married and whatnot, some people were doing it, they were getting that job, then they
mm,
would get married and arranged or whatever it is. And you know, they'll look kind of down on you. Oh, you're not married yet, and or you
mm,
didn't get a job yet. Like, and I'm just like, well, look at us now, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at us now. Like, it's all different. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It was like that though. And don't get me wrong, like even though we were doing our thing, there was a bit of discouragement. You're like, what the
mm,
fuck, man? Like, let me live my life, man. It's not like I'm not trying to get a job and I
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to get married. It's things are not working out. I'm not gonna force myself into it. But look at us now, motherfucker. Like it's
Mm.
different. Excuse my language,
No, of
but
course, of course, of
we
course, of
made it,
course, of
man.
course.
When I
But I
say
think
we
what I
made
want
it,
to, yeah,
not just say when I say we made it, I'm saying we're successful in our own right. Like it doesn't mean money and billionaires or whatnot. We made it and successfully in our own right, and we're still grinding.
I think that's what it is, though, bro. Like and I think the thing I want to touch on about the work thing is it's not anything bad. It's just you know, I suppose we've come to a different point in our life as well, and I don't need to chase. And I think I let go of chasing a long time ago because I feel like that it turns you into something different that you don't need to be. You know, people are chasing women, money, vice versa, uh, and status. You know, my job title does not mean nothing when I leave this world. What I leave here, probably a legacy so that my kids and my kids' kids can see what our grandparents, our parents went through to what we went through, but to be inspired by that. That's the main thing. The rest of it
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
mean much. As long as we got our dean and we do our prayers and the rest of it for our sake, whether you're Muslim or not, or if you follow a religion or not. I've come to a point in my life where it's no, man. It's just I've done my chasing. I'm not comfortable where I am. I'm always going to challenge myself in different things, and I think we have. But it's how we keep moving forward. You know, a lot of people are going to go through all sorts of shit and they give up. And I could have given up a long time ago, bro. I have my days now where I feel like fuck this shit, man. I'm out. I'm done. You know, but we got them, man. You know, you look at family, you look at friends, you look at your kids, and you're like, okay, one more day. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing forward.
that's it,
Let's try something
bro.
different, and that's it.
It's a daily grind, bro, and it's a daily goal. Every day you have the goal to succeed, and every night you go to sleep. And whether you win on that day or you've lost on that day, the next morning another day starts, and it's the same goal. That's for me, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. Like woodwork and being yourself. Like the biggest thing that helped me succeed in life, and it's one of the best advice I ever got when I moved from Hong Kong, from UK to Hong Kong. I mean, it's always been told, but it just one stuck with me. It was Sunil that told me. I remember we were having the dinner just before I left to Hong Kong. And he was like, G, no matter what, just be true to yourself. Be true to yourself
Mm,
and everything. And it's one of my favorite Bruce Lee quotes that he says, like, always be yourself, always be true to yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and imitate it because that's just fake. And it's for me being, and thing is though, it took me a while though. I'm not gonna lie,
mm,
it took me a while, and I still try and battle with it every day, especially with the industry I'm in and all that sort of stuff. But I promise you, especially in the last 5, 6 years, my career has grown so much and I've learned so much within my job
excuse me.
because of me being more true to myself. So one thing about the diversity and inclusion thing that's happening in the world, where I do think I've benefited because I've been able to truly be myself. Like when I'm on boardroom like meetings and shit with clients and whatnot, I talk like this. Obviously, I don't swear or anything, but I do not imitate an accent, or I do not imitate a professional way of talking. I literally talk like this. And the fact that the corporation, the business, my leaders, my team, everyone's kind of accepted that, it has elevated my career so much, right? So, you know, and again, and every day, bro, I wake up with imposter syndrome. Like, do I belong here? Every day I earn my spot. You know, every day I earn my spot in regards to my position and whatnot. I earn my team's trust, my team's what you call it, support. You know, all the flexibility I have. You earn that every fucking day. You have to earn that. And the same thing with, you know, what grandfather done for us, what dad done for us. I can't let them down. My motivation, what gets me out of bed like a long term, I do not want to let them down no matter what. That's why I hustle, man. I got so many different things motivation's a shit word, actually. I don't like motivation. Motivation's great, don't get me wrong. If you're motivated on a day, you go, but discipline, things that keep me disciplined and keep me on routine is I'm never gonna let dad down. I'm never gonna let granddad down. And in regards to my work, I won't let my leaders, my team down. And that discipline is what gets me up in the morning and be like, let's fucking get at it the day and whatnot. So, you know,
it's important. It's important.
Yes, daily goal, man. Daily, like I say, tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up. Tomorrow's Sunday, I kind of give myself a bit of a break. Monday, I wake up, it's the same grind. Like wake up go training, come back, work. Like, you know what I mean? Train again at lunchtime, come back, work. Bro, honestly, like if I do all the whole day, it's successful, and then I go to sleep, like, all right, Tuesday, you got another new goal. You got to wake up at 5, you got to cycle 10 miles, but if I fail one of them, like I don't train at lunchtime again because of work or something comes up, I'm like, fuck. Like the day was good, but I failed in something else. Or if I eat a piece of chocolate on a weekday, I'm like, goddamn, you failed, man. Like, you know what I mean? So bro, goals are like daily, bro. It's a daily hustle. That's facts, man.
It is. It is. Write a list, guys. Write a list and do it. It's important. It's so important. It gets you at least mentally focused, and you get mentally refreshed as well when you say, "Oh, I did that shit today." You know, it's done. You know, it's one thing. Tick off the list and you move on. So it's really important.
I've been. Sorry to cut you. You say that I've been learning so much about self success and acknowledging your self success. It's a hard thing though. I'm trying to do it with my team. It's not easy. Like I got a team in Asia and I got a team in Europe, and the team in Asia, I've always said, oh, we're Asians, we try to be a bit more, we're quiet and whatnot. It's a human thing. My team in Europe are not on it either. I mean, the team in America, like they're always like, yeah, I did this, I succeeded, like I won this deal. They're a bit more like out there, which is great. But it is a bit awkward for us, like I think international or just people in general, like to be like, oh yeah, I won today and whatnot. So I'm trying to, but it's so important to acknowledge your success. If you don't want to boast it, cool, don't boast it. I'm trying to work with my team and I'm like, listen, even if you guys don't boast it with us, make sure by the end of the day you look at yourself, or you go to bed saying, all right, I succeeded today. It's so important to acknowledge your success. Otherwise you forget.
It is. Definitely is. All right, man. Let's move on, man. We got.
All right, we'll quickly go through. Look, first of all, R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth II. She passed away at the age of 96. Should have led
with that, bro. Completely forgot.
Well, you started with the comic book thing. It's cool. It's all right. It was on the list, but you started off with the comic book things. I didn't want to go. I wanted to interrupt you, but hey, no, look, rest in peace. She lived up to 96. Listen, I've seen loads of controversy here and there. End of the day, someone passed away. Loads of people pass away. Rest in peace to her. And, you know, there's a new king of England now. And, you know, I'm not going to say I know much about the royal family and not look like they didn't really teach us this in school. I mean, we were in England. Maybe they should have had a whole fucking course on how you should learn about the monarchy from all history. But the thing is, if you go back full in the history, I'm sure they're going to find out a lot of fucked up shit. As you said, in The Crown, they showed a lot of things. Maybe they don't want to expose that. I've seen a lot of shit about colonizers and whatnot. The fact is, history is history. I mean, obviously you can't forget. I'm not. I don't know much to to have a certain feeling or whatnot. I'm not gonna say I'm emotionally impacted, but end of the day, she's a figure of UK where we grew up. And you know, if it weren't for the what do you call it, man? The what is it, man? What do you call it? The what the fuck do you call it when they took over Bangladesh, like India and certain countries? What do you call it, man? Fucking
Kind of like no. So
no,
there's
no.
another word for it. There's another word.
The not empire, man. Come on, what's the other word? In Jamaica and some parts of Africa. Come on, man.
Commonwealth.
Come on, fucking hell, my brain, bro.
It's
Listen,
all right. It's
bro.
all right.
If I look at it from an advantage perspective, we kind of benefited off it. If it weren't for that, and obviously granddad making the decision fighting in the World War, we wouldn't get invited to the UK. And same with so many other different cultures from other places. It did make UK a very multicultural country. We got to know a lot of people from it. So I'm gonna look at it from that positive perspective. Of course, there's a lot of other shit which I don't want to talk about because I don't know the knowledge of it and whatnot. But anyway, rest in peace to her, man. Like
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I mean,
like,
it's a death, man. At the end of the day.
age.
Yeah, it's you know, long 70 years reign. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, totally, man. Respects to that, man. That's the main thing. And yeah, may she rest in peace.
That's it, man. Cool. All right, let's move on to some geeky stuff. So I'll tell you what, before we get into the Marvel D23 thing, Brendan Fraser, did you see that he gets emotional after he received a 6-minute standing ovation for The Whale? So I do want to watch The Whale. It looks like it's going to be great. He does a great performance. I want to watch that movie and see what it's about.
He deserves it, bro, man. That guy went through some hardship and got blacklisted in Hollywood. A guy had some serious shit happen to him in the process, and it's like, bloody hell, how does somebody go be a victim, go through that sort of shit, then get blacklisted for the type of work he does? But then he used to kill himself in the movies, bro. You know what I mean? Doing his own stunts. They didn't have budget for it and other things, and hurt his back really badly, and he suffered a lot, bro. And he seems like a really kind, kindred soul. You know what I mean? Like really cool guy. So props to him, man. He deserves it, bro. You know, he's got a film coming out soon with Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. You know, working on a Martin Scorsese movie. So you know, bro, I want to see him, bro, because he was in our childhood. I'll always remember his California man, bro. That's my California man there, man. So
yeah,
you know, props to him. He deserves it, man. I'm really, really happy that you know, it looks like it's going to be a good film. We haven't seen any trailers yet. Don't know when it's going to come out in the UK. I've seen an image. You know, he's big already, but they've made him bigger. Seems really emotional, man. You know, he says it in one of the conferences that, you know, he's probably one of the bravest people that he knows in that sort of characterization of it. So good on him, man. He deserves it, man. Some people, they deserve it. You know, when they got good screen presence, there's a guy who's got a good screen presence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, awesome. I'm looking forward to watching it and just supporting. Yeah, like you said, there's something about him that's just like, I don't even know him, but I just feel like I want to support him. He's likable. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? So no, I'll definitely catch that one, man. I'll definitely catch it. Let's move on. 2 trailers that came out, Black Adam and Quantum Leap. Now, I haven't even seen the Quantum Leap one yet, but Black Adam looks fucking good. Like I saw that and I was like, this look. Do you know what scene that keeps getting me? I know we've got 10 minutes left. We might have to do another recording.
Yeah, we'll do.
Which looks sick, which just looks awesome, is when he's flying, right? He's just flying, and then the 2 like fighter ships are next to him and they point down and he just goes doom. Like, bro, it reminds me of some like King Wow manga shit, like you know what I mean? It reminds me of some like one of those things because he didn't even take an effort to hit it. It was just kind of like he just fucked it. It looks so good. I don't know what it is, but that scene itself, I was like, that fucking looks good. This movie looks good, bro. I can't wait to see this movie. I'm so pumped.
Forward to it. The brothers, the wink. You can't see it. There you go. You know. And Warner Brothers Asia, come on.
When is it coming? It's coming out October, right? October?
Two blinks, yeah. Comes out
Warner Brothers Dubai. Warner Brothers Dubai. What the man? Shit. We need to push that shit. Listen, when I get to Dubai, I'm gonna tag the shit out of Warner Brothers Dubai.
XM
in everything.
Studios is fed up with the Brothers Geek Out podcast because all we
I
do is
know.
tag them every other day, and
Like,
you know, we're sharing our stuff, but now they're like these bastards, man. They keep tagging us in all of this shit. But you guys got some amazing stuff in there. But anyway, Black Adam, bro, looks sick, bro. Doctor Fate, Hawkman, they all look really awesome, and it looks like the filming of it looks great, bro. So, I'm looking forward to it, man. Let's hands down to The Rock, man.
yeah, can't wait, bro. I can't wait for that one. I'm really pumped for that. And I just got a feeling. I got a feeling that we're gonna see some good shit. I'm talking about like a Henry Cavill Superman showing up. I got like something big. And
Well, you
yeah,
never
I
know,
just
bro.
like it.
You never know. We never know. So let's
I
just wait
can't
and see
wait.
when it comes out, and go from there, man.
All right. Well, what about Quantum Leap? I haven't seen the trailer, but I'll take a look. I saw some
All right, man.
teasers.
So here we go. Quantum Leap, starring Raymond Lee. I forgot who else, but Ernie Hudson's in it. Ghostbusting ass. Not Bill Murray. Ernie Hudson. He's in
Yeah.
it. So basically, I don't know. This is a full reboot. It looks like. I originally thought it was going to continue from
Sam
the
Beckett.
original from Sam Beckett, but it's not. I don't know, bro. Like the trailer kind of threw me off, like because I was like, it doesn't have that, bro. Quantum Leap is fucking deep, bro. It's probably one of my
Mm.
favorite time travel TV shows ever. You've got Doctor Who and stuff like that, but that's time travel and other universal dimension shit. Yeah, and props to that. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But Quantum Leap for me, man, there were episodes that almost made me tear up, man. That last episode, man, we were told for every single intro music, all he wants to do is leap home, bro. Up at the end. Do you remember what happened at the end?
I can't remember, bro. Tell me, I can't remember.
You gotta watch it again. He never makes it home, bro. The last
Never makes it
episode was
home.
supposed to be him, and I think it was supposed to be a godlike figure. I can't remember the actor's name, but all we know is that he just continued to leap, and that broke my heart because I was like, man, the show had so much more potential to keep going and eventually get him home. Now, my theory was that this was going to continue, that they send somebody else through the machine to try and bring him back. But in the process, that happens. You remember that episode where Ziggy and Al and Sam swap places? I thought something like that would have happened. They didn't even bring back the old. So it's the same concept. He leaves through lives in different places. He has a person similar to how Al is, but it's supposed to be his girlfriend or wife. But I thought they would have somehow entwined Beckett's character, maybe not the original Sam Beckett, but maybe like a projection AI computer version of him. So if that makes sense, to go with this character. But come on, man, give me the theme song, bro. How you
But
not give
this
me
is what
the
the
theme
problem is.
song?
But this is the thing. This is what the problem is, bro. Because we've seen the old one and love the old one, uh, it's hard to when you get a new one to not compare it. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't get that theme song, when you don't get him saying, "Oh boy," that was his line, right? "Oh boy," if I remember correct. So if he doesn't say these things, sort of thing, you kind of like, man, it's just not like the original. So that's what the
Yeah.
problem is, right? I mean, because you can still watch it, and well, we're supposed to still watch it and accept it for what it is, which is what we have to do. It's when it is based on an old original show that we love and we grew up with, you just can't help but like, oh man, say the word, man. Say, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, oh boy, whatever it is, like, you know what I mean? And I want to hear that music because that tune was awesome, bro.
That's a wicked song. I still hear it, bro. And
Yeah,
I
so
listen to
but
the
I'm gonna
soundtrack,
definitely. But look, I remember some episodes off the top of my head. I need to rewatch it. I mean, I don't know if it would take a long time, but some episodes were deep of the original one. So I hope this one, gets deep as well. And it might obviously it's gonna tackle years from now, in the past and whatnot. But hopefully it goes back and tackles even further issues and whatnot. Let's see how good it is, man. I
Well,
mean,
listen, man, this one, like the original Quantum Leap, dug on deep things, bro. My man leaped into JFK. He leaped into, really influential people. He couldn't change anything there because that was already written. But it was interesting that they could touch bases on things like that. So, Quantum Leap, probably what, check, bro. Probably 30 years ago. Let's check. Let's check. Come on. Probably 30
90s.
years ago. Yeah, was it
Yeah,
90s?
gotta be. I remember it's gotta be 90s. Like when I was in school. I think school
1989,
day.
bro. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
God damn, 1989. Damn.
Yeah, so 1989, bro. So if they go within the stories between that, from like 1989 onwards to 2020, then it'd be interesting to see what they do. But listen, I'm gonna watch it, bro. I suppose I'm a fan who's like, well, they shouldn't have rebooted it, they shouldn't have touched it, but they've done it, and if it's good, it's good. It'll be interesting to see where they go with it.
Hey,
I think,
you know what I mean? You know, they touched on 1989, and obviously they touched on a lot of things all before that. It'll be good to see how they touch on things from 1989 onwards. I hope they go back as well and touch on other subjects that they probably didn't want to touch on back then. But yeah, it's always gonna be hard when it's a reboot of something that we love, because we're gonna compare it, and you might just end up saying, "Oh, this is not as good as the original," but you're just gonna have to accept it for what it is. So I kind of, but I hope they throw in little things. Maybe Sam Beckett might show up. It's just a trailer, you don't know. So maybe he might show up, or maybe he might, he might just say the word "oh boy" or something. Just put a little something where you're like, okay, they took that from the original. I'll take that. For me, if you're gonna keep anything, like maybe the soundtrack, like that was the best soundtrack ever. So maybe just do that, keep that, and we'll see how it goes, man. When's it looking to come out?
next week, bro.
Oh damn! Okay. I'm letting things build. I'm letting Lord of the Rings build. I'm letting
Yeah, same.
build up. I'll let this one build up as well, and then I'll go in and watch them all in one go. So I'm in no rush.
No, same here, bro. Same here. We'll wait. All right, cool. Let me.
Moving on from Quantum Leap. Um. All right. Before we get into all the Marvel stuff, because obviously they're having the D23 thing, innit? Disney and whatnot. So Cobra Kai, have you started watching it? God damn, it's so good. I won't spoil it, obviously. I don't want you because you ain't seen it. But they have found, and I've been saying this throughout the whole 5 seasons so far, but they have found a way to make cheesy awesome. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like if it wasn't this, say for example, it wasn't Karate Kid, Cobra, none of that sort of stuff. I would watch that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, delete and never watch it again and forget about it. But obviously there's that. But even though I watch it and there's so much cheese in it, you're just like, this is fucking awesome. Like the cheese gives me goosebumps. It's so bad. It's so bad that it's good. I love it, bro. I love this show so
And they
much.
know how to use that, bro.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And they what was I gonna say? I'm glad we got it early, because normally it's January and whatnot. So it's
Yeah.
so awesome to like come on a Friday and you're like, oh my god, Cobra Kai's back, and you just binging through. I'm on episode 7, so I haven't been through the whole show, but all I can say to you, bro, that you're not gonna be disappointed. The thing is, it's so good that no seasons have been like, no, this is basic. Like it's just good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just same amount of cheese, same amount of drama and whatnot. And I won't spoil it. It's good. It's good. And like I said, if you can't appreciate the
Spoilers.
cheese,
I
that's
think.
totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only
I,
thing. I mean,
yeah,
it's
no,
been coming
I'd
up.
had.
Spoilers are coming up.
Oh shit, spoilers. It's based. I mean, look, I've heard like some people like Javed was like, I couldn't get into it. It's too cheesy, and I'm like, yeah, I respect that. I can see that, but I freaking love it. That for me, they found a way to make cheese awesome, like cheesiness awesome. So I'm loving it. I'm so enjoying it.
No, it's good. Good. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully tonight I get to watch an episode or two and go from there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right,
What did I
cool.
see? Did I see anything else this week? She-Hulk. You know what? I'm going to briefly touch on She-Hulk. Watched it. Great episode. But if you want to see Gilman's full reaction to it, it's on the channel. If you want to check out the playlist, you can hear Gilman talking all about it. Make sure you check it
All
out.
right, cool. You don't want to go into it on the show.
I mean,
no?
I don't know. What do you think? I mean, again, as you said, it's exactly that. It's a filler episode. I mean, it's a fun watch. We now know that this show doesn't have anything leading towards it.
I mean, I don't know where it's going to in the future, but that episode was just shit. Like, I mean, look, and it won't stop me from watching it. but it was just so shit. And it was the first, for me, it felt like the first time, because I know, don't get me wrong, not all of Marvel stuff are great. And there's been a few sort of, I guess you could say filler movies, but they've always led to something.
Yeah.
This episode, right, specific, and I know it's just 30 minutes, but it led to nothing. And for me, I didn't see that, and it was just shit. And I don't like, Wong is awesome and he's fun, but I don't like what they're doing. And he's the Sorcerer Supreme. And spoiler alerts, guys, he's the Sorcerer Supreme, and he can't deal with this fool. Like, my guy fought Thanos and Dormammu and all that sort of stuff, and he can't just go there, give him a little slap, take his slinky, throw him in the mirror dimension or whatever you want to do. And it was just kind of like, no, Wong. And then, he's a Sorcerer Supreme and he's watching This Is Us, which is a great show. If you ain't seen that show, go watch that show. He's watching Sopranos, cool. He's made friends with this bimbo. I don't know if that's a bad word to use, but she was a total annoying bimbo. And I was like, no, that's not. There were some memes where they were like the duo that we never knew we wanted. I was like, no, I don't want that, to be honest with you. In my opinion, again, this is all my opinion. So I was like, no, I don't want that duo. I've got no issues with She-Hulk going on dates and being sexual, because again, that was her in the comics. She was a very sexual character. I've got no issues with that. I just felt like this episode gave me nothing. And like, Wong was just like you're a Sorcerer Supreme, dude. Like, you just thought, I don't know where this fits in on the if it's before or after WandaVision or whatnot, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, but you just saw Wanda kill up bare people, and then you're gonna try and sue this dude. Like, just give him a little slap with a force field of, whatever, man. Like, I don't know, man. I saw it and I watched it, and I looked at the missus. I was like, that was the episode they gave us this week. That was fucking full of shit. Like, maybe gave me a little bit at the end that leads to somewhere, but because I'm not saying all the episodes were great, but I'm saying all of them at least led me to somewhere. This one was shit and it didn't lead me to nowhere. And I'm just getting a little bit annoyed with, not annoyed, sorry, that's the wrong word, but please don't make Wong a complete dick. Like, not dick, sorry, it was the wrong word. Like, listen, look, Daredevil's coming in this, and I'm cool with him cracking joke and being a bit silly. Do not make him as silly as that. I'm sorry, man, but Sorcerer Supreme slapping dude to taking a piss out of the magic, right? Don't tell me about no contract and none of that shit. He's super. My guy fought Thanos and shit. Don't give me none of that shit. Sorcerer Supreme shouldn't be doing that sort of stuff. So Daredevil, please, yes, he can crack a joke. I don't mind at all. Don't make him that silly, man. Please. That was just my thoughts, man. Look, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna watch the next episode. I'm gonna watch the shit out of the whole freaking thing. I'm just saying, like, that was a pile of shit to me personally. My opinion, my personal opinion.
No, well, Gilman said it there. It's not the best episode. Let's see where it goes to. I just feel like every other season has something that it's led to, or a development in a character. Miss Marvel got so much hate, bro. It's unbelievable. And so is She-Hulk as well. But it was like led to something in the MCU. And what we're seeing here is more, what's the word? More characters involved in a series, which would be just like the comic books, which I can totally agree with. Wong coming in, we're going to have Daredevil soon. And all these characters, Abomination was it. So it intertwines the universe a bit more. It keeps everything together a bit more. But I just thought it would lead to something bigger. You know what I mean? Because they did talk about her genes being mutated.
Did they?
At the beginning?
Did she say mutated? No,
that's
I mean,
why
I don't know.
Accepted.
Yeah, I don't think he used the word mutant, but I think he said it was just different. That's why I accepted it different. But I don't think he said the word mutant. But bro, listen, I'm still gonna watch it, and I'm glad I did, because at least I know where Hulk, like, something's happening with Hulk. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, the real Hulk. And then, so I'm not saying that I'm still gonna watch it because things are gonna happen and it's gonna be a part of the MCU, so I have to watch it. I just did not like that episode at all because it did not lead me anywhere, and I don't really like what they're doing with Wong. Him being in that first episode was perfect, but this one was like, no, why, how, why? Like, I didn't like what they did. The Sorcerer Supreme sitting there watching This Is Us and crying, and I'm like, what the fuck? That show's good though. This is, if you haven't seen it, but I know you ain't seen it, but do watch that show. It's fucking so good.
No,
I just didn't like that part. The first one he was in was wicked, and I was like, that's awesome, that's enough. I just didn't like what the hell they did to him now. And like I said, that episode didn't take you anywhere. But maybe Mephisto, that devil, that demon, they could open up the hell or whatnot. But maybe there's a little bit of that. But come on, dude, you couldn't deal with that fool who was doing some magic. Slap him, man. You fought Thanos. You fought Dormammu. Like I
Did
couldn't
he fight
take it. I'm
Dormammu as
sorry.
well?
Well, he was involved with the battle. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, he didn't fight him exactly, but he's Sorcerer Supreme. He's been involved in these big multiversal battles and shit. Or, from what we've seen so far. I mean, come on, man. Listen, I won't say no more, man. I'll still watch episode 5. I can't wait. I can't wait for Daredevil to show.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, cool. Let's move into. There was something else, man. Just quick, brief thing. I'm like, it's Saturday, so I'm just chilling. I'm not doing much. I think I need a day off after the week I had. I was watching Double Dragon, which is Mark Dacascos, Robert Patrick. The film. I'm gonna give praises to those movies, man. For me to watch that movie and still enjoy it now is a guilty pleasure, But the effort they went into making the props, the costumes and stuff like that. The movie is cheesy as hell. That's like Cobra Kai to a T, yeah. One-liners and stuff like that. But even like the visual effects and the costume department and the prosthetics on one of the guys, like fucking sick, bro, man. I gotta rate them lot, man. And shout out to Mark Dacascos. He got them Van Damme kicks in there, bro. He smashed it. I maybe watch another martial arts movie tonight, something old school, because it just brought some joy to me, bro. Like, Double Dragon is, they put elements of the game in there, the way they did the car chases and stuff like that. But the movie was like just creatively made. Like, I would have loved to been on that set when they were making that movie, because they would have been so moist, bro. Like, we've made the dragon wagon and we made the costume for the bad guy and shit like that. Like, it was some sort of childhoodness in me, where I was like, fuck, man, you just teleported me to another world, and I absolutely enjoyed it. So I'm gonna watch something classic tonight. So just shout outs to Mark Dacascos and Robert Patrick's part in playing, movie history, because not many people see that as as their guilty pleasure movie. But for me, it was good, really good, good fun. But yeah, let's jump
Awesome.
into the main topics, bro.
Well, real quick, I watched Spider-Man yesterday, No Way Home in cinema. Right? They released it with some deleted scenes and whatnot. That film the thing is, that movie is so good that I enjoyed it, that I can literally sit there for 3 hours and watch it again. So that was not an issue at all. I loved that movie. It was emotional. I still got emotional. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. When Aunt May dies and all that stuff, I still got freaking excited when the other Spider-Mans come. The deleted scenes were cool, but obviously, you want a certain thing and you didn't get that exactly. I mean, I just wanted 11 more minutes of either Daredevil or 11 more minutes of Spider-Man. But of course, it's not just that. You get 11 more minutes of, first of all, it's just a bloody 11 more minutes, which you wanted more. But it's other scenes of stuff when they're in the school and blah, blah, blah. There was an extra end credit scene, which I thought was pretty good, actually. It was, after the, Doctor Strange, took everyone's memory away of who Peter Parker was. So I'm spoiling them. You might want to see it, and I'm not gonna say
man,
that.
wait, man, let me watch it, man. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I was gonna spoil something. Yeah. Anyway, listen, it's definitely worth watching it because the movie was so good. I feel like Sony released it because maybe they were trying to, make money back from Morbius or something, because they lose on that one. So they were like, you know what, let's just re-release this so we can get a bit of money back from Morbius. But I won't be surprised if this movie, if the re-release of Spider-Man with 11 more minutes made more money than Morbius anyway. But I won't be surprised. Anyway, but I watched that. Definitely worth watching again. Such a good. It's good. The movie's good. So yeah, no, just wanted to quickly touch on that. Let's go on D23, bro. So first of all, Chadwick Boseman is expected, and I think he already got it. Receive a what do you call it? Chadwick receives a port from us win of outstanding character voice in T'Challa in the animated series What If on Disney Plus. So he gets some kind of outstanding character voice, which he's just awesome anyway. So just give it to him.
Yeah, no, of course, man. What a big person, bro. He deserves it.
100%, bro. You know, I don't have much from it, but I know Pinocchio and Thor is on
Disney Plus. Yeah.
Pinocchio I have not seen yet, so I might watch that tomorrow night. I did see some posters of Mufasa that they're looking to make a prequel on him. So yeah, why not? Okay, I'll take that. What else was there? There was a couple of animations. There was I
So
think you
what I'm going to
posted.
do is I'm just going to go through what they've gone through. So next week we get Andor, which is Star Wars related. So just before Rogue One, where we is it? I forgot his name. Cassius. We follow Cassius on his journey. So as you said, Thor was released on Disney Plus. Pinocchio was released as well. We get a what's it called? A Jedi's Return, which is now streaming as well, which is about the making of Obi-Wan. And then we've got loads of stuff that is coming out, man. Loads of stuff. Okay, so we first got Hocus Pocus 2 trailer came out. Another one. Disenchanted trailer coming out. So most of the original cast coming back for that. National Treasure 3, bro. Is that a TV series? Hold on, let me just double check. Welcome to the Treasure Hunt. Yeah, National. Oh, it's a series that's coming out. We had the first trailer and image, trailer and poster for Little Mermaid.
Okay.
So that's happening as well. But to be honest, I haven't kept up with the rest of it. There's a few things that have come up for Marvel, but nothing official on their website. So we're kind of just waiting, bro. I know there's a lot of games that got released as well. There's a game with Captain America and Black Panther, which is an open world one. And yeah, that's about it so far. Tron is getting a game as well. So major, man.
I keep seeing
and Wendy.
I keep seeing things about a list of cast like Henry Cavill, Denzel Washington, John Boyega. Like they Marvel have hired them, and we'll find out where they're gonna fit in the D23. I don't know if that's a fake news thing or
It's fake. I put up a picture as well. I think I saw
fake
it.
news.
Shout out to the Geek Still. He put it out, but somebody photoshopped the image together of the Fantastic Four cast, which is, I think John Boyega was going to play Johnny Blaze, Henry Cavill was going to play Doctor Doom, and I can see it. I think he'd be wicked.
News, but that's fake. That sounds fake news, though. Man.
It's fake news, bro. Fake news.
Bro, you cannot. I'm sorry, Henry Cavill. He has to be a long-lasting character, man. I mean, Doctor Doom is a long-lasting character. One more time, but not villain, man. I don't. Yeah, Henry Cavill. Yeah,
I see him as Cyclops, man. I can see him as Cyclops. Come on, team leader.
I can see him as Cyclops as well, and that would be that'd be awesome. Oh man, could you imagine that they take him and they say, look, man, DC fucked you over. Just come and play Cyclops or something. Because that's big, bro. That's like long-term team leader, X-Men.
Well, he plays Hyperion, which is like the Marvel version of Superman.
Yeah, they put that out there, but you know what? I'm not that I don't know much about him or anything, but I want him to be a big character. He's probably a big character. I want him to be someone that's like a Cyclops. You know, he's well known. He's the leader of the X-Men. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to be something like that, man. Or I would not even hated it if they made him Adam Warlock. To be honest with you, I kind of wish he was Adam.
Oh yeah, Warlock. I kind of see that. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Yeah. Well, you know what? Listen, D23 is happening, so we maybe get the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh yeah. Because the last time we
did the trailer for that, yeah. So we could get some footage and trailers, which will probably pop up tomorrow.
I did see the poster for New World Order, Captain America: New World Order. So I did see that. But yeah. Tomorrow we'll probably
Born Again. He's got the DD sign in the middle. They've done that as well. So
yeah.
Tomorrow I think we're gonna get all the Marvel stuff.
And I can't wait for that, bro. Tomorrow, what else have I got here?
Maybe have to do a little 5-minute, 10, 15-minute extra podcast to add that on there.
Let's do it, bro. I mean, let's see what comes out and let's do it, man. I mean, yeah, lots to talk about. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up for the UFC. I can't wait. Some big cards, some big fights going on. But yeah, look, if Marvel, I'm sure they're gonna release a whole lot of shit, so I can't wait. Listen, man, even though I was talking shit about She-Hulk episode 4, bro, Marvel can just keep giving me what they want. I know people have been crying about Phase 4 and all this sort of stuff, computer graphic. I do think that's the one thing, though. I don't think they should have slacked on the CGI, because her CGI it's like when I first was like, yeah, it's cool, I could be used to it. But when I keep seeing it, I'm like, this is fucking shit. Like the
Yeah,
CGI
no,
is, I
it's
don't
because
want
it
to
throws you
criticize it
off.
because I don't. Yeah, because I can't do shit. But where I see it is like, why did you slack on that? Like that should have been on point regardless. And the fact that they slacked on it, and every episode I see something and I'm like, oh man, it does look shit. And every time I
Throws
see it,
you off.
you just put it in my face like, oh, this CGI is shit. So it's kind of weird. Like they did that. I mean, you got the Marvel money, you got the Disney money. Like, how could that
What
not have been?
until that article came out about how less paid the graphics guys are and how much time frame they have to do it in. And Marvel at the moment now, I just feel like they're going over quantity and not quality, which is you can see it, bro. You can see it in most of the TV shows. You can see it in their recent movies that came out as well. It's like, come
Well,
on,
not Moon
man.
Knight. Moon Knight was. I
No,
don't
Moon
remember
Knight
seeing
was awesome.
anything bad on that. Moon Knight was sick.
Moon Knight was
Miss
awesome.
Marvel, I saw some shit. Remember, I commented on the last fight scene. I was like, oh, that don't look good. But anyway, it was fine. Doctor Strange looked good. I guess the eyeball looked a bit off and whatnot, but that I think that was fine anyway. But this one specifically, I'm just like, man. And because I'm seeing her every week, obviously because she's the main character, I'm just kind of like, oh man, now I'm seeing it. I thought you would have fixed it, but how could you have just allowed this to happen? Or how could you have just allowed the whole season to go by and be like, yeah, we're cool, we'll just leave the CGI the way it is? That's
Mm,
basic. I it does
no,
get to me. I was like, nah, I shouldn't have done that, man. So I do see reasons why this show's getting. Actually, I see reasons why this show's getting hit. I don't get some of the reasons that other people talk about this whole woman superhero thing. That part I don't get. Is She-Hulk the sexualization part? I see all of that because she's like that in the comics. I got no issues with that. The CGI and the filler episodes. The filler episode, there was one filler episode. At least the other one led somewhere a little bit. I'm just like, don't do that. Don't fall into this CW type bullshit. That last episode was like a CW episode, but it was just a waste of time. I'm sorry, man. Wong made it exciting, but I don't like what they're doing with him personally.
mm,
It like I don't like where they're taking him in that one. I don't need him to be friends with that chick who's just constantly drunk and talks like a proper bimbo. I don't need to see that, bro. I'm sorry, but no, I'm sorry. Like Wong doesn't need that kind of friendship. He's a fucking you got me straight back into it somehow. But he's a fucking sorcerer supreme. He's a bad motherfucker, man. Listen, I tell you something. The reason why I love him being sorcerer supreme is I think I read Kevin Feige said he regretted not picking a Tibetan sorcerer supreme like the original ones, right?
mm.
Because of the whole thing with China and all that sort of shit. So that's why they picked that lady, I forgot her name, but a white woman or whatnot. So for it to come back to Wong, who's obviously Asian and whatnot, which I'm totally cool with. That's awesome. I love it. Don't fuck him up, please. Don't make him a don't silify him too much, man. I don't know if that's a word, but nah, man, he's a bad mofo, man. He's a sorcerer supreme, bro. He got all the end game people together. I know it was Doctor Strange's plan and whatnot, but he got them together. Like he was like, listen, we shit, summon
Let's do
everyone.
this. Let's do
Let's
this.
do this.
Let's do this.
Don't now. He's got this best friend who's just drunk, and that last cut scene they were just talking about what drinks do you drink about, and just like, come on, man, that's a waste of one, in my opinion. See, I've got so much. I don't know. That episode really put me off, but I'm gonna carry on watching it though. Anyway,
We will.
Marvel
We
shit.
will.
Tomorrow we should hopefully see a whole lot more Marvel stuff coming out. I think, yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, no, definite. All right, few shout outs. Shout outs to the guys at Warner Brothers UK, DC UK Comics for hooking us up a copy of Peacemaker, which is now available on DVD and Blu-ray. Guys can go watch it if you enjoyed that first season. It was absolutely awesome. John Cena's wicked. James Gunn, you smashed it. Guys, thanks for the goodies. You guys are absolutely awesome. I've got a giveaway on our Twitter and Instagram that's going to come out Monday morning, so keep a close eye to that. Excuse me. I thought I was going to vomit there, lose. And on another note, we have a massive giveaway, guys. So listen, I have been lucky enough to go to Park Row in London, the Gotham City-esque vibes experience that I've gone there to. I've eaten there several times before, and it's a place I don't think I'd go all the time because it's just full of DC lore up in that place, yeah? So they have a one-of-a-kind masterclass that they're giving away, and the link's in the description box. And go check out our social media pages; it's on there as well. And go enter, guys. You guys get to experience Park Row and the Monarch. Well, I don't think, Monarch Theatre. You'll be able to see that as well. Just go check it out and enjoy it, guys. It's a wicked one. The link's in the description box. Check it out. That's a massive giveaway by DC UK Comics. So shout outs to them, guys. Always hooking the brothers up. So hopefully, Black Adam.
Hook that shit up, bro. Black Adam, hook it up. Dubai, Warner Brothers. Bro, let's start tagging Dubai Warner Brothers in shit, man. I failed in Hong Kong and Singapore. Let's try and get them involved in Dubai, bro.
Yeah, do that, bro. Go to their DC world and Warner Brothers world, bro, and just tag them up everything, bro.
There's got to be something, man. There's got to be something there. So I'm gonna tag the shit out of them in everything that we do.
Oh no, they have something there, bro, in Dubai. It's like a massive DC world or something, like a theme park thing. Yeah, bro.
I've been to the Marvel world. I've been to the MG. Was it MG? Marvel world, and there was the other thing, man.
Paramount.
DreamWorks. It was DreamWorks.
Yeah, DreamWorks. Yeah.
Stuff. But that's not Warner Brothers, is it?
The Warner Brothers one there, bro.
What the fuck? All right, I'll find it. All right, I'll find it.
Double check it. All right, guys, we'll leave it as that, man. A massive thank you to everybody that tunes in. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thanks for listening in and watching us on YouTube as well. And follow our social media channels. I'm not going to play a big part of it, but we put up clips and other things. If you guys want to find out, make sure you check it out. Trailer reactions and stuff like that. But YouTube, subscribe, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Help us grow. Watch more. Share with friends and family that are going to enjoy this. It's just two Bengali brothers geeking out. Make sure you check it out. But G-Man, have a good one, bro.
All right, man. Cool. Catch up next week. Peace.
All right, bro. One love. Peace.